Hello, fact seekers. Welcome to another exciting episode of Rogo's Daily Facts. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating journey that will take us from the world's most unusual museums to the strangest laws around the globe. Ever wondered about animals with superpowers or the most bizarre foods people eat? How about unsolved mysteries of ancient civilizations or optical illusions that mess with your mind? So buckle up as we dive into a world of facts that'll leave you amazed. Ever walked an elephant in California? Well, you might want to think twice. In the Golden State, it's illegal to stroll your pet elephant down Market Street in San Francisco without a leash. Yes, you heard that right. A leash for your elephant. As if finding a leash that big wasn't a challenge enough. Now let's hop over to Milan, Italy. If you're planning to frown in this fashion capital, you might want to reconsider. Yes, it's against the law to frown in Milan, except during funerals or hospital visits. So when in Milan, do as the Milanese do and keep that smile on. Weird laws aren't just an international affair. Back in the States, in Quitman, Georgia, it's illegal for a chicken to cross the road. How they enforce this law, I really can't say. But next time you're in Quitman, keep an eye out for any law-breaking chickens. Then there's Scotland, where if someone knocks on your door and requires the use of your toilet, you must let them enter. That's right, in Scotland, bathroom emergencies are taken very seriously. Meanwhile, in Canada, if you're in the mood for crime, you better not have an intention to pay with pennies. It's illegal to pay for an item in pennies if the cost is over 25 cents. So keep those pennies for your piggy bank. Over in Switzerland, you might want to hold off flushing the loo after 10 p.m. if you live in an apartment building. It's considered noise pollution. Yes, even nature's call has a curfew. And for our last stop, let's head to Australia, where it's illegal to disrupt a wedding. That's right. If you've ever dreamed of pulling a speak now or forever hold your peace moment, Australia is not the place to do it. So remember, always check the local laws before you pack your bags. Because the world is full of surprises, and some of them might just land you in hot water. Or at the very least give you a really interesting story to tell. From hair museums to toilet museums, the world is full of unusual collections. Imagine strolling through a museum, but instead of ancient artifacts or priceless art, you're surrounded by hair. Yes, you heard right. The Avanos Hair Museum in Turkey houses over 16,000 different hair samples, all donated by women from around the globe. It's a peculiar sight indeed. Now let's teleport to New Delhi, India. Here we find the Sulabh International Museum of Toilets. This quirky museum showcases the history of sanitation and toilets from around the world. From gold-plated commodes to ancient Roman latrines, it's a testament to the fact that sometimes even the most mundane objects have a fascinating story to tell. Next, we venture to the heart of the United States, to the Museum of Bad Art in Massachusetts. This unique institution celebrates the labor of artists whose work would not be displayed anywhere else. It's a friendly reminder that art is subjective, and there's a beauty to be found in our imperfections. If you've ever wondered what a museum dedicated to instant noodles would look like, then Japan's Momofuku Ando Instant Ramen Museum is your answer. It's a tribute to the humble instant noodle and its creator Momofuku Ando. Here you can even customize your own cup of noodles, right down to the packaging. Lastly, let's take a detour to the British Lawnmower Museum. Yes, you heard that right. In Southport, England, this museum is dedicated to preserving the history of lawnmowers. It's a testament to British eccentricity and the nation's love for a well-kept lawn. Each of these collections, as unusual as they may be, is a testament to human curiosity and our desire to celebrate the odd, the overlooked, and the downright bizarre. It just goes to show there's a museum out there for everyone, no matter how peculiar your interests may be. Who knew a museum visit could be this exciting? Move over, superheroes. The animal kingdom has some superpowers of its own. Let's dive into the surprising world of animals with unique abilities that might just make your favorite comic book characters feel a little bit jealous. Take the axolotl, for instance. This quirky little amphibian, native to Mexico, has the incredible ability to regenerate its limbs, heart, and even parts of its brain. That's right, it's virtually indestructible. It's like the Wolverine of the animal kingdom, only cuter and with fewer adamantium claws. Then we have the mantis shrimp, which is not your typical crustacean. While it might look small and harmless, it has one of the fastest and most powerful punches in nature. Its claws can strike at the speed of a bullet, and the impact can generate heat almost equivalent to the surface temperature of the sun. Talk about packing a punch. Next on our list is the immortal jellyfish. As its name suggests, this creature has found a way to cheat death. When faced with danger or injury, it can revert its cells back to their earliest form and grow anew. It's the real-life version of Deadpool, minus the sarcasm and chimichangas, of course. And let's not forget the tardigrade, or water bear. This micro-animal can survive in extreme conditions that would be fatal to almost any other life form. It can withstand temperatures as low as minus 272 degrees Celsius and as high as 150 degrees Celsius. It can endure the vacuum of space, intense radiation, and extreme pressure. It's like the Superman of the microscopic world. These superpowered animals are just a few examples of the incredible diversity and resilience in the animal kingdom. Each of them challenges our understanding of life and survival in their unique ways. So, next time you see an animal, remember it might just have a hidden superpower. Crickets for breakfast, anyone? Welcome to the world's most unusual culinary scene. We're going on a gastronomic journey that's a little off the beaten track, where the menu items might just make you squirm. Let's start our bizarre food journey in Mexico, where you can savor chapulines or grasshoppers that are toasted with garlic, lime, and salt. Crunchy and packed with protein, they're a popular snack in the Oaxaca region. Now let's soar over to Japan, where the daring can try fugu or pufferfish, a delicacy that can be lethally poisonous if not prepared correctly. It's a daring dining experience that requires trust in your chef's expertise. From Japan, we fly to the Philippines for a taste of balut, a developing duck embryo boiled and eaten from the shell. A common street food, it's seen as a hearty snack, rich in flavor and protein. Next on our list is a trip to Sweden for surströmming, fermented Baltic sea herring. The smell might be overwhelming, but fans of this dish say the taste is wonderfully tangy and salty. Let's not forget about Cambodia's deep-fried tarantulas. A crunchy outside with a soft center, it's said to taste like crab. It's also a symbol of survival, having been a source of sustenance during the Khmer Rouge regime. In Iceland, hakkarl, or fermented shark, is a traditional dish that's been described as an acquired taste. The shark is cured with a fermentation process and hung to dry for several months. Finally, we land in Sardinia, Italy, where casu marzu, or maggot cheese, is a local delicacy. This sheep milk cheese contains live insect larvae, which are said to enhance its flavor. So, there you have it. A whirlwind tour of some of the most bizarre foods people eat around the world. It's a testament to the incredible diversity of our global palate and a reminder of the age-old adage, don't knock it till you've tried it. Remember, one man's yuck is another man's yum. Ancient civilizations have left us with more questions than answers. A fascinating web of mysteries and riddles. The remnants of these ancient societies continue to baffle and intrigue us even today. Take the Great Pyramids of Giza, for instance. These colossal structures have stood for thousands of years, yet the methods used in their construction remain a mystery. How did the ancient Egyptians, without the aid of modern technology, manage to build such massive monuments with such precision? Some suggest extraterrestrial intervention, while others propose the use of a now-lost advanced technology. Then we have the enigmatic Nazca lines of Peru. These enormous geoglyphs, only fully visible from the air, depict various animals and shapes. The purpose and method of their creation continue to elude experts. Were they a form of communication with the gods, or perhaps a celestial calendar? The answers are still shrouded in mystery. And let's not forget the ancient city of Petra, hidden away in the Jordanian desert. Carved directly into vibrant red sandstone cliffs, this rose city baffles archaeologists with its intricate designs and the techniques used in its creation. Was it a bustling trade center, a religious hub, or a refuge for an ancient civilization? The sands of time have yet to reveal the truth. We also have the legendary Atlantis, a highly advanced civilization said to have sunk into the sea in a single day and night of misfortune. Despite numerous theories and expeditions, its existence and location remain an enigma. Is it a mere myth, or does it lie waiting to be discovered beneath the ocean's depths? Such unsolved mysteries of ancient civilizations keep us hooked, don't they? They serve as reminders of our past, a past filled with intriguing mysteries and astonishing feats. They push us to keep digging, to keep seeking, and to keep questioning. And who knows, maybe one day we'll uncover the truth behind these ancient enigmas. But until then, we can only speculate and marvel at the wonders left behind by these ancient civilizations. The past, it seems, holds many secrets yet to be discovered. Are you ready to question your perception of reality? In the realm of optical illusions, what you see is not always what it seems. Your brain is a master of interpretation, but sometimes it can be tricked into perceiving things that aren't quite what they appear to be. Let's start with one of the classics, the ambiguous figures. Picture two faces in profile, their noses almost touching. Now, blink. Do you see a candlestick? This is known as the Rubin vase, an illusion that plays with your perception of positive and negative space. Next, let's venture into the world of color illusions. Have you ever encountered the illusion where a gray square placed on a dark background appears lighter than the same gray square on a lighter background? This is known as the simultaneous contrast illusion. It's a testament to how our brains process contrast, making us perceive the same color differently depending on the surrounding colors. And how about motion illusions? The rotating snake's illusion is a static image that appears to move before your eyes. The trick here involves color, contrast, and shape, which stimulate our peripheral vision and create a sense of motion where there is none. Then there's the Ebbinghaus illusion, an illusion of relative size perception. In this illusion, two circles of the same size are placed near to each other, and one is surrounded by large circles, while the other is surrounded by small circles. The central circle surrounded by large circles appears smaller than the central circle surrounded by small circles, but in reality, they're the same size. Lastly, let's take a look at the impossible shapes. These are figures like the Penrose triangle and the Escher staircase, which can be drawn on paper but cannot exist in 3 dimensions. They defy the laws of physics and space. Optical illusions remind us that our perception of reality is a construct of our minds, shaped by complex processes of interpretation and inference. They invite us to question, to wonder, and to explore the mysteries of our visual perception. Remember, not everything is as it seems. Science can sometimes be stranger than fiction. And it's true, some discoveries in science have been so bizarre they've made us question the very nature of reality. Take quantum entanglement, for instance. A concept so perplexing that even Albert Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. In layman's terms, it's a phenomenon where two particles become linked, and what happens to one can instantly affect the other, no matter how far apart they are. Yes, you heard it right, instantly, defying the universal speed limit, the speed of light. Then there's the double-slit experiment, a cornerstone of quantum mechanics. When particles like electrons or photons are fired at a barrier with 2 slits, they don't just go through one slit or the other. Instead, they act as if they've gone through both slits simultaneously, creating an interference pattern. But here's the kicker. If you try to observe which slit the particle actually goes through, it behaves like a normal particle again, going through one slit only. It's as if the act of observation changes the behavior of the particle. Mind-boggling, isn't it? And let's not forget about dark matter. It's a hypothetical form of matter that we can't see or detect directly. Yet it's believed to make up about 85% of the universe's mass. Why? Because it's the best explanation we have for the strange behavior of galaxies, which move as if there's a lot more matter in them than we can see. These discoveries, and many more, have thrown our understanding of reality into a tailspin. They challenge our intuitions and force us to rethink what we thought we knew about the universe. And while they might seem unsettling, they also make the quest for knowledge all the more exciting. Because every new discovery is a reminder of how much more there is to learn. Science indeed holds the key to many mysteries. So let's keep exploring, questioning, and learning, for who knows what astonishing discovery might be just around the corner. Sometimes reality is stranger than legends. That's certainly the case with some of the urban myths we've heard over the years. You might be surprised to learn that a few of these tales, as outlandish as they may seem, are rooted in truth. So let's dive into a world where legend meets reality. First up, we have the chilling tale of the corpse under the bed. While it sounds like a classic horror movie trope, there have been numerous instances where hotel guests have reported a foul odor only to discover a deceased person stashed under their bed. As horrifying as it sounds, this urban legend is, unfortunately, a true one. Next, we turn our attention to the legend of the sewer alligators in New York. This urban myth claims that baby alligators were flushed down toilets, only to survive and grow in the city's sewer system. While it's mostly a myth, there have been documented instances of alligators found in the New York City sewers, making this legend partially true. And who can forget the infamous kidney heist legend? The story goes like this. A person is drugged and wakes up in a bathtub filled with ice, only to discover their kidney has been removed for illegal organ trade. Although it's been widely debunked, there was a real case in India in 2008 where a man woke up in similar circumstances, making this urban legend not entirely a work of fiction. Finally, there's the tale of the vanishing hitchhiker, a story of a driver picking up a hitchhiker who mysteriously disappears from the car without a trace. While clearly supernatural, there are countless testimonies of such encounters across the globe, leaving us to wonder if there's a kernel of truth in this eerie legend. So there you have it, folks. The line between legend and reality can sometimes blur, turning outlandish tales into unbelievable truths. Next time you hear a legend, who knows? It might just be a fact. Ever heard of the pet rock? Yes, it's a real invention. Born in the 70s, this brainchild of Gary Dahl capitalized on the idea of a pet that required no care. For just $3.95, you could become the proud owner of a rock. The pet rock even came with a manual instructing owners on how to train their new pet. It was a fad, it was pointless, but it made Gary Dahl a millionaire. Now let's dive into the world of fashion. Picture this, a pair of jeans that unzip from the back to the front. Sounds confusing? Well, that's because it is. The backwards jeans was an invention that hit the market in the 90s. It was a trend that was short-lived, the discomfort and impracticality of the design quickly overshadowing any fleeting fashion statement it might have made. In the realm of gadgets, we have the useless box. This small, black box has a single switch. When you flip it, a little mechanical finger pops out and flips it back. That's it, that's all it does. This pointless yet amusing gadget has sparked many a laugh and a lot of confusion. And then there's the diet water. Yes, you heard that right. Sapporo, a Japanese company, launched this product in the early 2000s. The idea was that it contained special nutrients that could help you lose weight. However, it's hard not to question the point of a diet version of something that already contains 0 calories. Lastly, we have the DVD Rewinder, a product that claimed to rewind your DVDs. Of course, anyone with a basic understanding of technology knows that DVDs don't need to be rewound. It's unclear whether this invention was an elaborate joke or a misguided attempt at innovation. These inventions, as pointless as they may seem, serve as reminders that human creativity knows no bounds. They also remind us that not all ideas are good ones and not all inventions are useful. But hey, they certainly make for some entertaining stories. Innovation, it seems, has no limits. Ever heard a koala grunt or a penguin bray? Well, you're in for a surprise. Welcome to the fascinating world of animal acoustics, where sounds can range from the familiar to the downright bizarre. Let's begin our journey with the koala. You might imagine these cute, cuddly creatures to have a soft, endearing call, but in reality their vocalizations are more akin to grunts, snorts, and belches, a startling contrast to their adorable image. Next we have the penguin, a bird known for its waddling walk and tuxedo-like plumage. But did you know that it can bray like a donkey? Yes, you heard it right. Penguins emit a donkey-like bray to communicate with each other, especially during mating season. Moving on, let's visit the deep blue sea where the Atlantic puffin resides. This seabird creates a unique chainsaw-like sound, a far cry from the chirping you'd expect from a bird. And finally, we travel to the African grasslands, home of the giraffe. For years, it was believed that giraffes were silent creatures. However, recent studies have revealed that they communicate at night using low-frequency humming sounds, almost inaudible to the human ear. These are just a few examples of the myriad unusual sounds that animals use to communicate, mate, and express themselves. Each one serves a purpose, a testament to the diversity and complexity of life on Earth. The animal kingdom is indeed full of surprises. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of Rogo's Daily Facts. You've journeyed through strange laws to unusual museums, discovered animal superpowers and bizarre foods, solved ancient mysteries and questioned reality. We've debunked urban legends, laughed at pointless inventions, and listened to unexpected animal sounds. What a trip! Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more mind-bending facts and engaging content. And hey, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.